Hey, this is Emily at Oz Inflatable Kayaks, and I have three really awesome 4-part paddles here. Now, all of these break down into 4 parts. That's why they're called 4-part paddles. And the 4 parts are all quite short, right? They're all sort of the similar length between about 60 and 70 centimeters. So if you pack well, you'll get them into your kayak bag. All 4 of them also have quite snug fits, right? So they don't rattle so much when you paddle. That's a real bugbear of mine with 4-part paddles. So what is the difference between these 3 models? Which one is right for you? I would start by looking at the Jaspara Touring 4-part paddle. This has an alloy shaft and ABS blades. ABS is a really nice, high quality, stiff plastic that we use, works really well. So the reason I like this paddle is it's really simple. You've got 4 parts, you've got 2 feathering positions here. So if you watch what happens to the blade when I move, they're now offset at an angle. And that is something that for me is really important. As I'm paddling, I can rotate and use my shoulders, and my whole body, my whole torso moves as I paddle, right? So that ability to rotate is really important to me. So you've got a right hand position here, you've got a left hand position here, and you've got flat if that's what you prefer. Now, this is a high quality paddle. I've been using something similar to this for years and years and years. It's for an alloy shaft and a plastic blade. It's quite light. Sometimes they can be really heavy, the alloy paddles, and not this one. It's good. I also love the blade shape. I love a long, narrow blade. I think it just moves through the water beautifully. It's good for longer distances. It's not so good for sprinting, but most of our customers we found aren't sprinting, they're cruising, so it's good. And in terms of length, this is a 230 centimeter long paddle. For a lot of people, that feels like a very long paddle, but with inflatable kayaks, you usually have an inner tube or chambers beside your hips, and having a longer paddle means you don't have to lean to reach the water. So we found that 230 works really, really well for the vast majority of paddlers. Now, if you would like to spend more, the next level is the Oru paddle. So the Oru paddle has ABS blades as well, slightly different shape, but still nice and long and narrow, still the kind of shape I like. But the shaft is fiberglass. So fiberglass is much lighter than alloy, but more expensive. This paddle, however, is a very similar weight to the Jaspara Touring 4-part paddle because it has the extra weight of this mechanism in the middle here, but this mechanism is amazing. So what this allows you to do, you unlock, and it allows you to alter the length of the blade. So if you're paddling a really narrow kayak, you might want it tighter in. If you're paddling a wider kayak, you can make it longer. And it allows you to choose that feathering angle that we talked about. So whereas the Touring 4-part paddle has fixed feathering positions, this one is whatever angle you like. If you like a really extreme feathering angle like that, you can do it, right? You can do whatever you like with the angle with the Oru paddle. It's quite nice to use. I'll just flatten that out. And then, oops, I'll turn that around. If you would like to spend more, then we get to the ultralight carbon fiber 4-part touring paddle from Jaspara. And this thing is unbelievably lightweight. It's like a feather, right? So it's a real noticeable difference. It has, again, a nice sort of narrow blade that I like. It has an adjustable shaft, so feathering angle and length you can adjust. But most importantly, it's just super, super light. Now, why does this matter? If you're doing long trips, like more than a couple of hours, if you're doing half-day, multi-day, full-day paddles, you are lifting that paddle over and over and over. And every time you lift, you feel that weight. So this is where people sort of go, you know what? I'm happy to spend a bit more to get something that's lighter, because at the end of the day, it's going to be the best thing for my shoulders. So I love it. It's shiny, beautiful carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is very, very strong, but very, very light. It just costs a bit more. So this is ultimately up to you. All of these paddles are excellent. They're all versatile. They all come with drip rings so that you don't get drips coming into your kayak. If you are unsure which one to choose, please get in touch. This is Emily at Oz Inflatable Kayaks.